What's the hardest yes or no decision you've ever faced? I have one son, Henry, aged 12. Henry is best friends with a boy named Archie, aged 14. It has always been clear that Archie comes from a troubled home. From what I can gather, and I do not have the full information, Archie's mom is an addict, and Archie has been on the at-risk register for a long while. Honestly, I don't know why it has taken them this long to decide he is being moved into foster care. The signs were always there. Archie would show up to school in the same clothes for days on end, sometimes with that hollow look kids get when they're trying to act tougher than they are. Henry started asking if Archie could come over more often about 2 years ago, and I never had the heart to say no. The kid was always polite, almost painfully so, like he was afraid of being a burden. Last Friday, I received a call from my son's school, saying they couldn't discuss it with me, but asked if I would give them consent for my information to be passed on to Archie's social worker. I agreed, and not long after, I had a call from his social worker explaining that a section something or other was being put in place, which meant that Archie was going to be removed from his home and placed into foster care. I was told that the school had recommended me and asked to see if I could take him in, basically. They said it would likely be long-term until he turns 18. I honestly didn't know what to say. I was in shock. I have been unofficially supporting Archie for a while now. I pick him up from his house and drop him off at school with my son. He spends a lot of weekends at my place. On days where he doesn't come to my place, I make sure to pack him something to eat when I pick him up because he told me that his school lunch is his only meal most days. I buy him soap and deodorant, and I even wash his clothes for him. Last month, I quietly bought him new trainers when I noticed his were falling apart, and the way his face lit up nearly broke me. But supporting however I can and taking him on fully is a big jump. I'm a single dad. I have a decent job, but I'm far from well off. I live in a small 2-bedroom house, meaning Henry and Archie would have to share a room, which they do now when Archie stays, but it's only for short bursts. Plus, there's the responsibility of taking on another human. The social worker mentioned there would be some financial support, but I know it won't cover everything. I was told that they had a lack of foster carers in the local area, so if I didn't agree to take him, it is likely he would have to move counties and schools. The thought of Archie having to start over somewhere new, losing the only stability he's ever known, makes my chest tight. I was already having Archie stay with me for the 2-week Christmas holiday, so I asked if I could think about it and give them a firm answer in the new year. They agreed. Archie has not yet been informed about any of this. I've tried to make this a normal Christmas for him as much as possible. Watching him and Henry together over the holidays has been eye-opening. They're like proper brothers already, bickering over the PlayStation, but also looking out for each other in ways that surprise me. Henry automatically saves Archie the last piece of pizza, and Archie helps Henry with his maths homework without being asked. My heart is telling me, of course you're going to take that little boy in, but my brain is worried about the responsibility and cost of taking on another mouth to feed, another boy to clothe. I spoke to my own mom about it, and she thinks it's an awful idea. She's worried I'm biting off more than I can chew, especially as a single dad. She reminded me that I already have a lot on my plate with work, the house, and raising Henry on my own, and I haven't even discussed any of this with Henry yet, which will be a huge factor in my final decision. Henry adores Archie, but would he feel the same way if it meant sharing everything permanently?